Hey, what's up? It's Matt Gable. Finally, the Nireeka bike is here. I decided not to do an unboxing video only because there's quite a few of them online, and I don't know if I can do anything different or better than those unboxing videos. They're kind of boring. So you can probably find those all over what's in the box. I did assembly last night, took it for a quick drive. I'll go over my thoughts on that and also share my experience with unpackaging, putting it together, components, etc. So first thing, no instructions. Somebody on the Facebook forum did send me a link after the fact and said, hey, there's instructions here. That was very helpful. I did read through them. I didn't think that anything in there was ultimately helpful from when I was putting it together. My main concern was the front wheel, making sure that I was doing that correctly. The the air shocks, that was something that's new to me, so instructions would have probably been helpful from that. Everything else was pretty self-explanatory. So first couple things, unboxing, I did notice a little damage on here. I've got a nice chip right here near the battery compartment. Might have happened during shipping or when they were boxing it, I don't know. I got some damage on the front forks down here, a couple spots, nothing big. They're probably gonna get hammered on as I drive it. And some pink around the seat post. Don't know how well you can see that, but there is some pink around there. I'm not sure what that is. If that's a finishing, something with the finishing on the carbon fiber, or, but that's not a big deal. So yeah, no instructions, the chip, some pink, damage on the forks. And I will say this, I tried to remember as I was putting this bad boy together that put the battery in first. I've read a lot of people with the normal forks, the carbon fiber forks, are having an issue with the battery coming in and out. That wasn't an issue for me. Once I put air in my front shocks, it raised them way up and it allows me to sink that battery in and out. That's something I have not seen in any other video. So if you have the carbon fiber forks, I would probably tell you to put the battery in first before putting your front wheel on. It does charge when it's in there. Another thing that I couldn't find online, but it does charge while it's sitting in there. That's not a big deal. And the forks, so those are new to me. I do have a couple mountain bikes. They've got standard forks, not air forks. I don't think that they are. I've never had to put air in them before, so that was new to me. I found that in a forum. Somebody said, don't forget to put air in your forks. I did last night. It raised them way up, which is good. I'm trying to think what else. The bike is the mud guards. Well, the front one's not on because it got all bent to hell last night. Even when it was up here, the suspension dropped, the bike tire chewed it up, bent the hell out of it, and it was not straight anyways. When I got them, they were all, you can see even in the back one, they're just not sitting right. It's way bent on the tire. They're kind of junk. I know that probably happened during shipping. I'm not in love with them. If I knew that, I probably would have opted not to get them. I probably won't put the front one back on. That is probably my only complaint. So my first test run, I had the battery at like 95%, and I ran it full throttle basically for about 10 miles, and I was down to about 24%. So I'm not sure if it's because it wasn't a full charge, first time riding it. The weather was about 40 degrees last night. I don't know if that was maybe it. But we'll recharge it and try again. There's lots of flex too in the back end. I noticed, I don't know if that's like normal. I mean, I know they said these frames flex a lot, but there's a lot of it. I guess we'll have to see when I ride it and how it does. So what I got on my bike, I got the normal LCD screen. I did not upgrade that. The normal handlebars. I did get the air shocks. The basic seat, which I find comfortable. It doesn't bother me. I did get the mud guards, like I said, and I got the throttle. I did think that the throttle on the left side was kind of gonna be a little weird because everything that I drive, you know, four-wheeler, snowmobile, everything's on the right side. I did get used to it pretty quick. Like I said, I only drove it a couple times last night. The functionality of this display is pretty simple. The brakes are decent. I did adjust them. Obviously, I rotated them down. One gripe I would say is they don't put any bullseye or any type of measuring thing in the center of these the handlebars when you're trying to align them. I know on my other bikes that there's some white stuff or like a bullseye or some type of indication that you're centering them correctly. So that did take me a little time. I wish Nireeka would do something with the handlebars to make it a little bit easier when you're installing them to make sure that they are centered properly. That's really about it. I mean, overall, I was smiles ear to ear last night when I jumped on this thing. It did surprise me. I messed with all the modes. It seems like the sport mode's a little faster off the start than the eco mode. I'm a little disappointed in the range, but we'll see. I'll get another full charge and take it out. It's very much like riding a motorcycle. Somebody did mention that with the fat tires, your turning radius with these air shocks are a little bit less than, I'm assuming, with the carbon fiber shocks. But what a blast, honestly, to ride. I do have a light mount on the front, and I do have a blinking rear light that's being charged right now. Those helped me last night. All in all, it's a fantastic bike. There's just a few things I would change, like I said. Maybe some instructions, especially if you get components like the air shocks, with a little explanation on how to install them and what air to put in them. And the mud guards, I think Nireeka should probably do a better job on those, getting a better set or something different. I'd be interested to hear feedback on that. But all in all, I mean, I'll give the bike a 9 out of 10. I don't have much to compare it to, but I'm fairly happy. Like your feedback. If you got questions for me, happy to answer them. I'm new at this. I've been a mountain biker for years, but nothing to this level. Oh, speed. That's a big thing. I can't see much on the internet about speed. I got it to about 32 or 30, I think about 32 miles an hour last night. I'll have to mess with some settings and see what else I can do to maybe get it up to, I'd like to see 37, 38 miles an hour to this guy. But we'll see if I can make that happen. And I'll do some more videos of my adventures with the bike. And that's it. I'm excited to ride it again. Thanks, guys, for checking my video out.